Around this time last year, we did a mini series on the Fayetteville, Arkansas Airbnb during football season. We talked about gross revenue. Well, we are calling our first full year October of 2021 to the end of September of 2022. We have a full update video for you on how much we've been able to bring in. Let's get right into it. Now we know we have just added what Taylor and I are calling our pillar property to the portfolio with the downtown Bentonville Airbnb. We've made plenty of content on that. If you haven't checked it out, check the link in the description. We just dropped our full renovation video. But let's talk about the other two properties in the portfolio. So you've got the Dallas condo unit and you've got the Fayetteville, Arkansas 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Let's talk about how much they made. On average, for the last 12 months, we brought in $5,783 with the two units combined in gross revenue. You'd be surprised to note that the 3-bedroom home brought in 55% of that total revenue and the 1-bedroom condo 45%. So the difference is not as much as you might think. And then going back to the purchase prices, the condo was purchased in 2019 for $153,000 and the 3-bedroom home was purchased for $220,000 in 2020. So that's a pretty big difference in purchase price for a not so big difference in how much they brought in per month, which I found interesting. Gross revenue sounds fantastic. It makes for an eye-catching YouTube title, but unfortunately businesses do not run on gross revenue. For all you business owners out there or someone that works for a business owner, you know that there are a lot of expenses that come into play as well. So the big question is Airbnb worth it? I could write a script about if Airbnb is worth it or not, but I think it's better for me just to go into my experience, how I view Airbnb, and share with you guys what good profitability looks like and what you can expect on your unit. So in total, in the last 12 months, I shared the average, but we brought in about $69,400 between the two units, but there's more to the story. So we added a unit in September of this year, which is the Bentonville unit. We are projecting that unit to hammer out about $4,000 of gross revenue per month, which will be by far the most out of the other two, which would bring us to a projection somewhere between $105,000 on the low end to, let's say, $127,000 on the high end for the next full year. So that would be from October of 2022 to September of 2023, which is what we're calling a full year based off when we got two up and running. So we're expecting that 105 to 127K. Again, that sounds amazing, but don't quit your job just yet. It'd be nice if we got to keep all that. How much do we get to actually keep based off of that revenue? So for the video, let's call the next full year 110,000 in gross revenue to be conservative and kind of split the difference between the low and the high end. We know we have a very strong portfolio, even as interest rates continue to climb up and up and up, making this game tougher and tougher for people looking to enter. We have a weighted average across those three mortgages of about a 4% interest rate. We also were able to put between 15 and 20% down on all three properties, which is good in terms of monthly expenses. So the reason I share that is we believe our profitability to be on the higher side based off of the portfolio being curated by me, a real estate agent, and also you bring in Taylor's skill set. So we think we have a power team, and even with the power team, we're expecting 30 to 32.5% profitability with property management removed. So that's kind of the number that I tell myself to feel good about what we're bringing in. However, could we easily manage 3 properties with just 2 of us? Absolutely. However, we have decided it's not in our best interest to take that on even at a small scale, so that we can focus on shoring up the other sides of the business, making sure our budget is airtight, and start thinking about the future on how we want to grow the business. So we have employed a property manager for the lifetime of our dealings with Airbnb. I say that to say we pair the 30 to 32.5% total revenue with property management removed back by 17.5% to that 12.5 to 15% range with the manager. So on $110,000 in a full year, we will profit about $15,000 for Airbnb. Now that is over $1,000 per month, which we think is great for the size of the portfolio, but it's not a lot. However, that's strictly cash flow. We're not talking about the debt that's being paid down, the property is appreciating, hopefully, the tax advantages that we get from managing the property, and everything of that nature. So this video is not about the full net, but more about the cash flow. And I will tell you, if these properties were on the long-term rental market, we don't think we would get close to $15,000 in profit. I think this video would be more of a conversation about all the benefits of real estate ownership, which includes paying down the debt, having the property appreciate, because I think we'd be just about breaking even. Is Airbnb worth it? I think it is. I really do. I think Airbnb can allow you to get into more deals, justifiable by how much more you can make on the short-term rental. I think Airbnb or VRBO, whatever platform you choose, takes a lot of touches. It's probably going to be more work than anticipated. But with short-term rentals, you can choose to utilize each property to its highest and best use. And that's what we've done. So for me, it's a great way to maximize the profitability of your total portfolio. You just have to deal with some of the red tape, some of the headaches of dealing with the guests and the cleaners, but you can always hire out a property manager to handle some of that for you. So I will compile our budget for a later video and go through the individual line items. I just knew that would make this video extremely dense. If you have any questions about short-term rentals, please reach out to me. Happy to answer and share my experience. I know you can find people on YouTube that have a far greater scale with their portfolio, but I think it's really crucial to connect with someone that might just be a few steps ahead of you, that has that 2 or 3 number, that knows the ropes, that might have some more time to invest in helping you get off the ground from no short-term rentals to one, or trying to decide what to do with that one investment property you have and what's the highest and best use. So thank you guys for following along today. Really excited to look at the next 12 months and see what this video looks like next year. This is Drake, running real estate here on YouTube. If you have not hit subscribe, we are on the path to 200. We want to continue to grow the community, so please hit subscribe, like the video, and I will catch you guys very soon.